Hi, my name is Wendela Whitcomb Marsh, but you can call me Wendy. I wrote Working While Autistic, Thrive in a Career You Love, because I believe that autistic folk, like my own late husband and two of our three children, deserve to have meaningful work that provides support and, I hope, enjoyment. Of course, if you want a career you love, you'll need to develop the right skills for the job. In Chapter 1 of Working While Autistic, I use the acronym SPACE to stand for the kinds of skills you'll need. S, self skills. P, people skills. A, authority skills. C, communication skills. And E, employability skills. Today I want to talk about the S in SPACE, self skills. There are 3 self skills you'll need to succeed in business: self-awareness, self-presentation, and self-control. First, let's talk about self-awareness. When you have self-awareness, you think about yourself and how others see you. At home, you might do your best thinking if you lean back and prop your feet up on the desk. Or you might concentrate better if you pull your feet up onto your chair and curl up in a ball. If you sit like that at work, people might think you're lazy or disrespectful or weird. That's not true. That's just other people having ideas about you based on how you sit in your chair. One of Temple Grandin's and Sean Barron's 10 unwritten rules of social relationships is people act differently in public than they do in private. People with self-awareness skills know the difference and act accordingly. When you're at home in your comfort zone, I hope you can unmask and be yourself without worrying about what other people think. You're either on your own, with your pets, or with the people who know and love you. At work, though, most people do a certain amount of masking, putting on a work face or a customer service voice. That's due to self-awareness skills. If you want to develop your self-awareness skills, ask yourself, what might other people think about me based on what I'm doing or saying? What kind of a first impression do you make? Do you send signals to show you're open to conversation, or is your body turned away? If you slouch with your head down and your arms crossed, you might ward people off. This can be very useful with strangers on public transportation, but the same posture at work looks uncommunicative, like you're not a team player, which seems to be what a lot of employers are looking for. As you think about it, you'll become more aware of yourself and how others see you. This self-awareness is an important self-skill to develop for the workplace. The second self-skill you'll need is self-presentation. How you present yourself is crucial. If your clothes or your hair are unkempt, it won't matter if you're good at your job. Nobody wants to work next to someone who smells or has hair like a greasy rat's nest. I know, it doesn't make sense. Whether or not your hair is clean has nothing to do with how well you can do the job. Nothing. But when you have good hygiene, people are more likely to hire you. And if you have a job, they're more likely to be listening to what you have to say. You might think, well, they should listen to me because I'm smart and have great ideas. Yes, ideally, that's true. But in reality, people seldom respect someone who looks or smells dirty. It's great to have a personal style, like always wearing a hair bow or suspenders and a bow tie. Be aware, though, that if your style is too extreme, it might put people off. Examples would be wearing clothing that makes a political statement or that looks like a costume. If you have 5 identical outfits, same style and same color, and you wear one each day of the week, people will think you're wearing the same clothes every day, and it's probably dirty. You can wear what's comfortable for you every day, but try to buy it in different colors. One way you can develop your self-presentation skills is to notice how your coworkers present themselves. Model your own presentation on those around you. If there's a range of styles from blue jeans to suits, don't go straight to the most casual look or the dressiest. Consider a presentation that's in the middle. That doesn't mean you can't be comfortable or have your own unique style. But if you want to develop your self-presentation skills, try to avoid extreme styles at work. The third self-skill I want to talk about is self-control. Self-control may be the most important self-skill of all in the workplace. If you raise your voice or argue when your supervisor corrects you, it shows a lack of self-control. If you melt down, cry, or leave work when something unexpected happens, you could be reprimanded. If you lose your temper easily and fail to control yourself, an angry outburst could get you fired. Someone who can't function well under stress will not be seen as a valuable worker. The risks are too great for most companies to keep an employee who is perceived as out of control. If lack of self-control has been a major problem in your life, seek help. Talk to your doctor. A counselor or anger management coach can help. If you don't have a serious problem and you feel you can manage it yourself, that's great. You could check out Independent Living While Autistic, Your Roadmap to Success, in the chapter on self-management. I think it's chapter 10. Or watch my video series on self-control on my YouTube channel. With some support and tips, you can create a plan to be your own master of self-control. Well, that's it for today. Next time, I'll talk about the people skills you'll need if you're working while autistic. Bye for now.